From a storm that lasts for 10 hours a day, 160 days out of the year, to a mysterious lake that mummifies any animal that ventures into it. We take a look at 10 of the most shocking natural phenomena that occurred on Earth. Number 10. Catatumbo Lightning. Catatumbo Lightning is often called the everlasting storm. It's a phenomenon of the atmosphere found at the mouth of the Catatumbo River in Venezuela. It originates from a large group of storm clouds at a height of more than 3 miles. For a few months, from January to April of 2010, the lightning stopped due to a drought in the area, and this temporarily led to a fear that the everlasting storm would stop. The storm lasts for 10 hours a day, 160 days out of the year. Number 9. Great Prismatic Spring. If you've ever visited Yellowstone National Park, you may have seen the Great Prismatic Spring. It's the United States' largest hot spring, and the third largest hot spring in the world. The spring is particularly eye-catching because of its bright colors. The hues are caused by colored bacteria which live in the water and around its edges. The water is rich in minerals, and when it comes in contact with the bacteria, vivid colors emerge. The Great Prismatic Spring is about 200 by 300 feet and around 160 feet deep. Number 8. Moeraki Boulders. The moeraki boulders are large boulders shaped like spheres. The phenomena are located along Kokohi Beach in New Zealand. Maori legend has it that the boulders are actually eel basket remains. Some also say that the boulders are the remains of kumara and calabashes from a large canoe. However, scientific research has concluded that the moeraki boulders are a combination of fine silt, mud, and clay. These elements have been cemented by calcite and date as far back as the Paleocene period, which was over 500 million years ago. Number 7. Basalt columns. Basalt is a type of volcanic rock that is formed when basaltic lava is cooled rapidly. These formations take on a variety of shapes, but one of the most visually appealing is the basalt column. Millions of years ago, basalt columns were only plateaus. However, over time, the fracture networks started to appear in the plateaus, and this has created some of the most fascinating rock formations in the world. The solid columns are rare to find, but sometimes used to make decorative items like bird baths and benches. Number 6. Dangxiao landforms. Dangxiao landforms are found in many parts of the southwest, southeast, and northwest China. These landforms are actually a special type of geomorphologic landscape that features a variety of red hues. Dangxiao landforms are also formed in deep shades of orange. These natural beauties are masses of Cretaceous sandstone and limestone. The stones have been eroded over time by wind, rain, and sun over a period of millions of years. Dangxiao also creates a number of breathtaking structures, such as ravines and columns. Number 5. Sardine Run. The sardine run is a pretty impressive mass migration of fish. Billions of sardines migrate between the months of May and July nearly every year. The fish travel north along South Africa's east coast. Of course, this means that predators of sardines are scrambling to get a filling meal or two during the sardine run. Even though this migration involves an astounding number of fish, scientists don't know much more about the sardine run. One thing that scientists do know is that in the last 23 years, there have only been 3 instances in which the sardines didn't attempt the migration. Number 4. Ant mill. For the most part, ants get around by using their eyes. However, there are some ants that are totally blind, and they depend on a special pheromone scent to find their way around. The trail of pheromones is left by other ants, and if the ant loses its way, it can march in circles for extended periods of time before dying of exhaustion. This phenomenon is called the ant mill, and allows ants to walk in circles of more than 1,000 feet in diameter. Number 3. Living rock. Living rocks are scientifically known as Pyrrhura chilensis. It's actually a marine animal that doesn't have vertebrae, and it lives along the coasts of Peru and Chile. The living rock actually looks like a group of internal organs that are stuffed inside of a rock. The animal is unable to move on its own, and it feeds on microorganisms in seawater. The living rock is able to filter its food out of the seawater. Scientists don't know why, but the living rock has about 10 million times more vanadium than what is found in the water. Number 2. Lenticular clouds. Lenticular clouds originated in the troposphere and are some of the most unusual and rarest forms of clouds. When moist air travels up an obstacle like a mountain, the air collects at the top of the structure to form a cloud that is shaped like a lens. Due to the unique shape of these clouds, they are often confused for UFOs. Lenticular clouds are also seen in a number of colors. When they are in purple or orange, they are particularly striking against the sky and mountains. The clouds are often perpendicular to the direction of the wind, which makes them even more noticeable. Number 1. Mummifying Lake. The Mummifying Lake is located in the northern region of Tanzania and is officially known as Lake Natron, and is well known for its high salt concentrations and very hot temperatures. The lake can reach up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Some of the animals that live around the lake have managed to adapt to the lake's harsh climate. However, most of the animals that venture toward Lake Natron never make it out. When the creatures get into the water, they are mummified by the soda and the salt in the lake. This is both fascinating and scary. If you like this video, why not hit that like button? And remember to hit the subscribe button for more videos every 2 days.